Get live coverage and schedules for your favorite tournaments. Strafe, everything esports. Download now on iOS and Android.
But a lot of the pros of this champion are that you can actually delay even longer in 2v1 scenarios. If the jungler comes to gank you, you can then ult the jungler, have your 1v1, delay even further.
And that ward has just been spotted out by SKT, so they have information on where Karsa is and keep track of Clid and how he reacts. He's also going to be spotted by RNG, and there's the flag.
Guaranteeing the root. He's going to hit the Sonic Wave of the follow-up. That's going to be a Xiaohu. No, the flash out just barely a sliver of life as Karsa will stop, and he followed. And immediately there's an engage on the bottom side. Ming going for an aggressive trade, but no one has dropped yet. Faker lower and lower. No, the Jarvan's going to get it. We missed it on the bottom side, but Karsa will find first blood.
Xiaohu flashes away and survives with a sliver of health, but Faker not so lucky. Bottom side.
Knockup is there. Uzi under the tower. Is he going to go down the flash out? No, he takes effort out with him. It's the 1-for-1 so far. Teddy has no mana. Ming slowly but surely getting chipped away at the press the attack. Already proc. The damage is there, but not quite enough.
The reason why RNG more often than not play through Uzi is not because he needs raw resources, but because he's such a talented...
The Rift Herald for SK Telecom. They made the first recall, but RNG are here to answer.
She's on the way. Candace ult the Lee Sin to try to get him out of this pit to stop this objective from going down. It will just be the hop over the wall, but it is 3k health. They could still look to contest this. 5 members of SKT now piling up. The Galio's there with the taunt. It's not going to stop the Realmore power. The fight breaks out. Karsa immediately kills Khan. The Mordekaiser in the midst of everything, and the Kayle will stop him from going down. Clean from Xiaohu.
And just as I mentioned, the big AoE for the team fight for RNG pays off in the ultimate usage there. They do get the kill, and even though the Rift Herald was slain by SKT, they can now play Defend the Eyeball.
Ming doing his best to keep SKT away from the big eyeball. He's looking for a fight.
Wants to keep going. Uzi, there's members here, but there's too many members of SKT. That was not the play that they needed.
Ming's gone rogue! A team that has a big AoE combination, that just shouts the dream setup for Baron. Hello, they're going to get Baron control with the Mountain Drake.
However either team wants to start it. And
well,
now the gauntlet has been set. The Infernal.
Here comes the TP.
Going to be right into the taunt. The flash out from Khan. That's a clean start, but right now RNG are currently split. Uzi has to debate where he wants to go. The ulti already coming out, trying to isolate Leona, trying to stop the CC, but Xiaohu already incredibly low in the back of the pit. Blocked there. Teddy just leaps in and takes the kill. And now Uzi has to go toe-to-toe with the Infernal Drake. His effort goes over the wall. This is a disaster for RNG. The Mordekaiser trying to get done what he can, but Uzi is still alive. Uzi is still in the pit fighting the Drake as the Mordekaiser and Faker go toe-to-toe, but Ming drops, and SKT take the fight.
SKT absolutely ripped RNG apart.
Those additional items, and now you are so much stronger than you were in the last fight.
And objectives start to go down. They want to split the map. Bottom turret taken care of. Top will be the next destination for them. If you can get that, you empower your 1-3-1 to, well, here we go.
Flying a drag over. Uzi is so incredibly strong. Khan just gets one shot. That's the 2-item spike for the Ezreal paired with that ultimate.
And RNG cut them off before they can get to the next objective. They know they're going topside, so they get the early kill, and now Baron control results.
Another flag and drag effort once again caught out. The CC is there. They're going to land the taunt. They're going to make sure that he has no way out of this fight. Effort. Still running. Someone finished the kill. Hits him with the gunblade. Bang, bang. RNG control over the pit.
And now RNG are going to go straight for Baron. We've been talking so much about the soul laners, we forgot to talk about Uzi, where all of the gold is sitting on for RNG. That damage was ridiculous. Let's see if Clid can steal.
Next flash, trying to deny Clid. He gets kicked back with a taunt lands there. He's trying to buy more time.
He puts him in.
But no, the Mordekaiser ulted. See ya, Clid. Not what you wanted. RNG gonna take this fight. Ming gonna make it out alive. It's everything the LPL second seed could want. Continue his push. Mordekaiser will be forced to retreat. Faker can now back and look for a man advantage in the fight unless Longsheng wants to commit his TP to this mid lane. GP ult now coming out. Not a lot of damage onto the tower. They need to get out before the fight kicks off. Ming wants to go in anyway, right into the GP ult. What was that?
Ming once again diving into the face of the enemy team and just...
SKT backing into the pit. They have control over this area. Gangplank going to clear out the last little bit of vision that RNG were holding on to.
SKT is split.
Maybe they find the engage here. Mordekaiser has the ulti and the flash up and available. Can look to just lock someone out of the fight.
RNG could have left their Mordekaiser split pushing, by the way, but they really want to force this 5-on-5.
Ming really does not land that taunt, has no longer a reliable way to proc that aftershock. Someone sidesteps, so will be forced to flash out to safety. But now they engage. They found SKT split. They've locked Faker into the pit. Are they going to aggro the Baron to try to get it kicked off? He will. Uzi's going to see that one coming. And now the support is dead. He's trying to realm orb his way out. He's going to do it. Faker, the escape artist, gets out in the play. And Khan on the side with a huge barrel. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. He's now running fearlessly into the front line of RNG. They're trying to kick him back, but Xiao Hu says no. They deny it. Teddy now on a rampage. RNG on a retreat, and SKT, they're alive, and the Kaisa is taking over the fight.
They failed the macro test. They had more cards available here with the Baron spawning. They force it on Baron. SK Telecom outplay them in the team fight, and the Baron is theirs to start.
Huge props to Khan in that final fight. The barrels were beautiful as they hit every single member of RNG.
Well, guess what? Faker's hit level 18. He's exalted for Rise. Fully capped out there. Looking at a possible death cap on top of it, too. Like to see. Oh!
Trying to cancel. Khan flashing out, but he's still locked in. That's, has to be a heartbreaker. Caught between the wall and the Cataclysm. Khan goes down.
Unfortunately for these late game scenarios too, now past 34 minutes into the game, fully ready for the dragon spawn here. Teleport starts to go out.
He coming in, that's gonna be the flag and drag. Going on to Liliana though, Teddy on the backside. Are they gonna be able to take anyone else out? Ember trying to find the stun. Karsa kicked out of the fight instantly, and Uzi is gonna get kicked back, but no, with a cleanse flash. It's incredibly clean. He denies the Lee Sin, but now he's face to face with Teddy, and still Clip will find him. Still Uzi is set to fall. Can he do it? No, the shutdown coming through. Faker will take the kill, and Longxing is left standing in the death realm, but it is his death realm, and he is out of there.
And SKT smash RNG in the team fight. All 5 members are dead. SKT still have 4, and they are barreling towards the Nexus.
Yep, they're looking for the inhibitor at least, maybe ending the game. How fast can they push?
Pushing faster and faster, there's nothing left. This is it. I can't believe it. RNG, they fought tooth and nail at every opportunity, but SKT outclassing them in the team fights will lock them a place in the knockout stage and will give them the head-to-head versus RNG.
Unbelievable final team fight from SKT. It happened in the blink of an eye, but it was just RNG putting all of their resources into trying to kill Effort, and he just did not die. Meanwhile, Karsa just
in the past been considered a counter pick to the Pyke, as you can follow through on most of his dashes.
Definitely makes it hard for lane.
On the Rift, Clutch Gaming 5-man strong, barreling towards the bottom side of the map, and Fnatic doing the same thing.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go!
Pit, they're going in, they're fighting, there's too much happening for me to play by play, but that's the Lee Sin. Diving to the backside, Vulcan is gonna get shut down. The Gorga in the fight, doing so much. That's 2 for Fnatic, that's 0 for Clutch, and this is the start Europe dreamed of.
Oh my!
Using Broxah 4 earlier on in the lane.
Yeah, I love that because the vision here is twofold for Fnatic. It accomplishes 2 of their main objectives. Whoa!
Hold that thought. Hylissang gonna get stunned up. He's ignited. He might just go down here. They're trying to turn it though. Vulcan now needs to run for the hills. The ignite is ticking, and it's gonna be the 1-for-1. 80 carries killing supports. Bot laners killing supports.
He buys a health potion while the Infernal Drake is taken by Fnatic, earned by that setup.
Now, you will notice sources, but recognizing that the bot lane is where Broxah wants to try and play through, he's doing what he can to just survive and get through the lane.
That's going to be big. Hylissang now has to run. That's a big tower. Just out of range. The ult is going to come in from the GP, but it's not even needed. A clean kill from the Clutch Gaming bot.
45 seconds. Fnatic recognize that they want to try and get this bot lane ahead, given that Hylissang has just hit level 6. Flashes in.
Hylissang flashing in, trying to layer all of the CC, the pullback on there, trying to save the day, but it's not enough. Leader kick to the wall. It's going to be at least 1. The Pyke gets the reset, but he has to go right back to the base of Broxah. Disaster for Clutch.
Yeah, Vulcan
Gets an opportunity to move. Yes, it ends up being a trade kill, but as Vulcan jumps in, he ends up losing his life, and now 1v1 in the top.
Pushing for the 1v1. Might want to try to throw down the ultimate, but Huni's just going to run him down. He wants to finish him off. He's desperate to get him, and he gets it! No! It's canceled! He burns in the duration of the ultimate!
The only way to stop that Urgot ultimate is to kill Urgot, and he burns down at the last second.
Unlimitedly push these waves out and use abilities.
All 5 members of Fnatic grouping up in mid now, want to utilize this Rift Herald to secure a couple more plates.
Vulcan using the Ghost Water dive just to scout positioning, see how many members are here. Lyra waiting over the wall. How many members of Fnatic will step forward? A ward, not going to get placed. Lyra still unspotted. Could now look for the flank. That's going to be huge. Reckless caught up, locked down. Now needs to make it out to safety. Good damage, but not enough. Puck is going to pull Nemesis back. He uses the ultimate, but it's not going to be there. Nemesis is going to get taken down. He's burning. He's taking. Is it going to be enough in the end? Nemesis Nemesis will drop, but Fnatic continuing to look for the fight, and there is no oranges anymore. Bwipo's gonna find one, but Clutch are not finished. The double kill for Huni, and the fight will start.
Yeah, it certainly is. The bright side for Fnatic is they're able to at least get 2 kills back, but... Oh, wait.
Bwipo and Hylissang on the opposite side. Although Bwipo has finished the first item, opting for the Death Dance, wants a little bit more sustain in that potential side lane matchup. Lockdown will be there on Cody Sun, though. There should be an easy kill pickup. Fnatic.
Easy come, easy go. Fnatic strike.
Gonna convert this into a mid-tier 2.
Oh, GP though coming out, gonna try to deny the push. Reckless though picked off, he's gonna be forced to ult here. Huni gonna get a big barrel, says, hey, remember when we used to play together? That's gonna do it! 1 shot, 1 kill from the Pirate. 10 years, you tasted that pistol, and all it takes is 1 more.
And the game continues to get messy.
Similar fashion to what we saw from SK Telecom, pressuring on that map, collapsing now to the objective of Mountain Dragon.
And we gotta recognize that, hook lands.
Hylissang now pulled back and missed the team right face first in that Heimerdinger tower, and he's gonna go down before the fight even starts. Stopwatch is gonna buy him a bit more time. Lira kicking through the entire fight. Massive slow coming in from Cody Sun. They're gonna move in with Ryzel, but they have to be careful. Nemesis is just immediately going to ult. They give him the setup for it. Now they're gonna try to turn it. Damonte running for the hills. The Seraphs has been procced, but Bwipo will find the fear, sending Clutch running for the hills. The Urgot healing up, but it's not enough. Vulcan coming through Clutch as Damonte will grab the kill.
Beautifully played from CG, and I wanted to note at the beginning of that fight that Huni, 4-0. He had the completed Trinity Force. This Pirate is strong. Fnatic to be able to keep at the range that they want to.
Yeah, there are a couple of things here. Well, we might have a pick as Vulcan is looking around.
Hook is going to go in, will connect. Roxy goes up, comes right back down. Huni in the midst of the entire team, though. He's going to get picked off before the fight even begins. That's a solid option for Fnatic.
And now it's Clutch that
They're moving into it. Fnatic will quickly take up the mountain, though, and now have some extra true damage for themselves.
Hook connects with a silent advantage before we do.
I like that we're seeing a much more patient mid-game from Clutch. The last time they played against Fnatic, it was sporadic, and
that's going to be the ulti. Brox is going to go up, and he's going to have to come back right back down. If they kill the jungler to start this fight off, they can instead turn to the Baron. That's the shutdown coming in for Pipe, but Nemesis, he's looking for the kill, he's looking for the isolation, and he is. Bwipo's going to snipe him out, and that's all that Fnatic need to set their sights on this Baron. Can they turn back? The Reckless feathers fly, they're pulled right back, and down goes Cody Sun. Lira next on the list, and it started so well for Clutch, but it turned against
that kill. They run down Clutch Gaming, and they start the Baron.
Vulcan hovering, waiting in the darkness. Lira now coming back, has the flash, was able to make it out alive. Can he steal this one? It's not going to happen, and Nemesis is running down Vulcan. He's gotten that flash as well. Hylissang's right over the wall. He's not going to find it, though, the Zenith Blade. Lira now trying to escape, but this is a nightmare scenario for Clutch. They've just given them yet another kill.
And just as I was praising Clutch,
he continues to push on the top side
Bottom's
of the map.
open.
They're now going to back. Bwipo's now going to back, but that means the inhibitor is open. Huni wants to trade one back desperately, is steadily burning through that tower, but one inhibitor already dropped to the side of Fnatic.
A lot of oversteps. We've seen players being out of position, and they're going to have to short a lot up if they want to stand a chance as Clutch looking for a pick on a Bwipo.
Speaking of out of position, Bwipo has definitely been caught out. The GP going to zone anyone else from coming in. Bwipo gets taken down. That's a massive shutdown. Extra gold to the back pocket of the Pike.
Second time's the charm.
One of the things for Clutch is by taking this Drake, I believe it won't actually spawn the Elder. So there will still be another Drake. And
Death cap on the Cassio on top of Fnatic's Infernal Drake. The carry threat, the potential to just get burst down for face checking is massive. Will not connect here, though. Fnatic continuing down mid lane. Cody Sun potentially caught out once again. Have they managed to lock him down? He's going to lay down the tower. He still has the Zhonya's. He can't buy a bit more time. Hylissang pulled back under the tower. Cody Sun needs to make it out to safety. Is still alive for now, but that's going to do it. A perfect pick to start off for Fnatic, but have they overstayed? Fishing now for the hooks. Vulcan can't look for the reset leader. Kicking in, he kicks him into the entire team. That's the Pike dream. It's everything you can ask for. A big barrel to go on top of Fnatic. They're still turning the fight. I can't believe it. Bwipo, he's still alive. Reckless is still alive. He shut down Huni. Damonte has to be careful. If he overstays as well, he's going to get knocked back. The Realm Orb is going to be canceled. Damonte is going to get cut down. Damonte needs to finish this one out. He flashes over the wall. He's running for his life. 2 members left standing.
they fought valiantly to get back into the game.
What?
Oh.
This is how Bwipo died.
This is tried to make a backdoor happen into 2 members, and we were talking earlier about Fnatic.
Brawl in the Baron pit, but Bwipo is still dead. Bwipo is picked off. This is the opportunity for Clutch to just take this one and run it down. Smite fight, will it be going down? Lira gets it up against Broxa. Baron going down for Clutch.
And now it's Clutch Gaming that has secured the Baron
Don't
buff.
get stunned during that. Clutch Gaming do move back over towards the mid lane. to try and finish that turret off.
Huge barrel onto Rekkles. The game plan called follows. They're going to get the ult out early from the side. They're going to have to give up this tower from the side of Fnatic with Vulcan. Vulcan might just look for more. He wants to go onto Rekkles. He's going to grab him, snipes him out the back, the support hero. Exactly what Clutch need, and now they can continue their siege. Now they can break open the base.
That's absolutely massive, taking out one of the big carries for Fnatic. Now there's only really Nemesis left to hold the line. Fnatic, they're going to be forced to concede 2 inhibitors here.
And Pyke still has the reset on the ult. Can still fish for a play in the next 10.
The late game damage bonus of those Infernal Dragons.
Have full control over the top side of the map right now.
Here they go. They're going to catch Damonte.
Monte needs to make his way out of this one. He's going to try to flash to safety. The rest of the team is now here. Nemesis taking a ton of damage. Hylissang can't finish this kill off on his own. Rekkles is not in position to fire back, but still, Bwipo will find the ultimate right where it's needed, and Hylissang, still alive, is right in the midst of the fight. The reset does not come through. They're fighting in the pinch. If they continue to push forward, Rekkles will shred through their entire team. They have to be careful. Clutch have to be so smart about how they play this. The hook goes through, but we're going to buy a bit more time. Trying to find a way out. A close exchange, both sides.
They are the ones starting the Baron off.
They have the Cassio. They can't shred through it, but they can't even get their carries into the pit. They might not even want to. Vulcan gonna find a pull back onto Rekkles. Rekkles in trouble. Early ultimate forced out. Now Vulcan can be on the hunt. Now Vulcan can look for the resets. He has the ultimate back up and available. Lyra may just try to make his way into the pit. Can use Bwipo as the highway to get there. 4K getting lower and lower. They find Nemesis. Vulcan can now fish for the resets. Gonna try to find a pick over the wall.
Hooney's down.
Fight this one. Maybe they can get something done. Broxah gonna miss out. The Pyke no longer has the ult, no longer has a chance to reset, but Broxah is dead. Revive coming through. Bwipo in the pit. He's taking so much damage, but it's Rekkles off to the side. It's Rekkles. With a matter of moments most, he has to show up.
No smite on
Hylissang misses the ult. It's getting lower. It's getting lower. Why are they staying aggroed on the Baron? Rekkles running into the towers cannot get anything done, but Fnatic will get it. Lyra can't get into the pit, and now Rekkles steps forward. Now Rekkles looks for the fight. He has the feather set up onto Cody's side. He's going to bring it back. He's going to find the kill. Fnatic are going to take it. It is an absolute mess, but Fnatic win the day in that exchange.
Jungler-less Baron from Fnatic as Bwipo plays ring around the rosy while Hylissang stops. Now we're back at the live, though. Elder Dragon will also.
They're going to get it too. Reminder is the last item in addition to the Elixir of Wrath. So a single barrel can tear through a lot of health bars.
All right, Fnatic. They're knocking on the door of the base.
Ulti used, Hylissang into the backside, trying to catch out Cody's son, but a well-timed stopwatch will get Cody a little bit further into the fight. That's going to be the reset that they want. Fnatic need to focus on just the inhibitor. Have to be careful about trying to take anything else.
Push it down. That's fast.
Can just look to get a triple barrel here. Vulcan is going to get over the wall. Cassio is going to secure it. Massive Baron where the barrel is going to go. Huni hasn't been able to find one yet. Triple IE. What's it going to do for the team? Broxah waiting off to the side. Hylissang going right into the back line. Fnatic now need to find a way forward. Rekkles they're stepping in. It's a massive engage from the side of Fnatic. Huni cannot get anything done. So much damage to the Pyke. Now looking for the reset. Now has a chance to restart the fight. Huni's going to grab one. That's the shutdown. That's one more kill. Fnatic take the Baron, but it's now a 3v3. Huni will just Baron empowered recalls, so trying to backdoor probably not this most ideal option. Will go down. Oh, second Elder. Fnatic.
Monte?
Still stepping forward. Bwipo going to get pulled back, but Rekkles is untouched. They can't just go in like this. Bwipo, though, unafraid, is going to walk face-to-face with Huni. GA will get procced. Huni burning down, though, from the burn. Damonte now has to run for his life. The feathers are going to get pulled back. Rekkles is going to find one. Bwipo is still alive. Bwipo getting kicked back and taken out by the tower from the Heimerdinger. One kill apiece, but Fnatic with the most powerful buff. GA. Their Banshee's Veil has already been procced. Huni not able to set up the barrels. There's too much attack speed on the side of Rekkles. One is all it would take. Nemesis pulled back to the middle. Teammate connects. Huni now has to run for his life, but he's been slowed. Nemesis now on the chase. He knows if he takes out the triple IE, that so much of the damage.
There's no way.
This is too much pressure to put on Cody, Sun, and Huni. There's no way.
Here they go. They're pinging, there we go.
They're going to start it off. Fnatic are just going to run straight in for the fight. They just need to clear the waves. It's the base race. Cam, give it to us. But now it's just a matter of can they hold on. There's just too much damage. The tower is not enough from Cody's son. I don't think they can do it. The tower has been broken down. The Nexus has been taken down. And Clutch bet it all and lose everything in the process.
Fnatic, after a hard-fought game, will just barely come out on top. They will keep their hopes of qualifying for the quarterfinals alive, and they will eliminate Clutch. But this was by no means a clean game from Fnatic.
And that is Clutch's elimination moment. And what a heartbreaking way to go out.
Presence to their composition.
Ooh. we're going to be seeing the Veigar counter. I know this is something...
Asterisk level 1 that put Fnatic so far behind. This is not a terrible start to the game for this team. Still have to respect Clid waiting in the darkness, but much better than previously. Clid now, though, going to run in. They're going to fish for the stun. Now he's going to try to dash out. Hylissang will go down here. First blood. Gragas, too little, too late.
4 minutes into the game.
Information. 2 words here from SKT. See that there is no Brox on the bottom half of the map, so Clid started up. Now he's getting low inside the Dragon, though, and Hylissang's there.
Hylissang walking in, trying to deny this one away. Bwipo's going to use the ult as well to force Clid off of this one. Broxah can walk in and try to stop the Dragon from resetting. Hylissang going to commit to the play anyway, but he's so low. Hylissang is going to go down for this one. Teddy grabs the kill.
Flashes.
Where Broxah could look for a gang.
Now we see Lee Sin stepping up, will be spotted out with the control ward in the brush. But Clid can look over and maybe look to contest Raptors if they are, or not Raptors, rather Krugs if they are going to respawn. And Bwipo has to be very careful. Grass plus the oranges should make this a little bit easier for him. Broxah now on the way. The Predator has now come out. They want to finish the kill off, but Bwipo is still alive. They've gotten locked up under the tower. He wants to finish it. Khan goes right back in the pool, keeping him healthy. He's going to have the empowered Q, but he can't do it. Clid, however, can finish the job. Kicks his Broxah back. Wants to use the Gragas as a highway back out. Broxah now hitting level 6. Ticking. Gonna miss on the...
This game should signify how smart Clid is as a jungler. He is playing around where he has pressure. He was bot side of the map.
And exactly as I said, they're going to take the Ocean Dragon there because Broxah on the control road reveals nobody is going to answer. Faker poking down Nemesis very, very early here, and the rest of SKT smell blood.
They're just going to go for it. Headbutt pulverizing, so it's going to take it. So they're going to go for Broxah. They're going to try to make their way out of that one. Nemesis is going to try to find the stun. Broxah is going to come out into a stun member. Will now be able to make it out to safety, trying to knock him back. Clid going to get taken down. A clean turn. The Gangplank ult as well. Teddy burning, and here comes Hylissang for the shutdown.
What a turnaround for Fnatic!
But Fnatic haven't had an opportunity to reset after that play, and I think they should just disengage.
They may have just leashed this for the side of SKT. Will they stay too long? Will they try to overcommit? Eye on the barrel change. The stun is there. Khan hitting 4 members. That is a massive Hemo Plague. Rekkles now TPing in. They're going to try to turn this one. They're going to try to burst Khan down before he can get into the pool. He won't get a chance. The objective is still alive. Eyes on the Herald, who gets it in the end. SKT, but Fnatic will play defense. We'll try to stop this one away. Effort has now been locked up. And then once again, a beautiful Veigar stun. Teddy can't get back in the fight. He has to burn Cleanse to do so. Rekkles fearlessly firing into Faker. The double kill going down for Bwipo.
Probably going to be top. Broxah doing the cross map and looking to set up for a play bot.
Bwipo now getting run. Ulti does connect. He has been locked up under tower. Still alive, however. Bwipo so incredibly tanky. Khan overstaying his welcome. Clid going to tank the tower, but now Bwipo might just look for the double. Steps forward. Parlay. Can he get in range? Time Warp Tonic will be enough. The extra movement speed.
He's laughing.
He's just laughing.
He's laughing.
Nemesis, though, now he's the one in trouble. The slow does connect. Faker willing to go right back under tower.
Nemesis just smashes Faker underneath the tower. In this situation, most mid laners would have lost their life. Faker recognizes that with the for a Veigar, he does scale well later on into team fights. In a side lane, he's not going to have that same value.
To hold that thought as the siege is starting up mid lane. The cage laid down. Flashbacks to Cloud9 from so many worlds ago. And Effort tries to go in, but it might cost him. Hylissang going to go forward, but he misses on the Zenith Blade. Throws down the ult. He wants to get something. Effort deleted. The cast comes down, and that's the kill for Broxah.
Here we go. Flank. SKT are behind.
Khan wants it on the backside. The cage has already been used. Nemesis is going to delete Faker to kick the fight off. The Hemo Plague has landed on 4 members, but they're not going to have the follow-up. Khan now caught in the cage. Fnatic, they can keep the fight going. He desperately wants to turn it. Khan locked up. The CC comes through, and Khan goes down.
You mentioned that, Dracos, because all of the criticism was going towards Broxah and Bwipo, this duo, but they're a large part of why Fnatic are in this position right now. They're looking for Faker.
I'd say smacking Faker's a good way to turn the critics around. Faker caught in the cage. Faker knocked into the ground. 6 feet under. His Fnatic will take another tower.
If you go at the king, you best not miss, and Fnatic aren't missing today. They find him again. He's in the death chamber for 25 more seconds, and they're on the inhibitor turret.
Eyes on Effort next. He walks right back in. He can deny as much CC as he wants, but still, they're just taking him down. They're chipping through. They don't care about the Alistar ultimate. They want to burn him down, and they're going to do it. Bwipo's focusing the tower. The rest of SKT have to run for the hills, and even Khan's Vladimir is not enough. Hylissang going golden. Nemesis coming over the wall. Where's the cage going to go? Khan trying to turn this fight around desperately. It goes down. Khan will be caught inside, but will not be stunned.
Stun onto Faker. They know they get that pick. They get the push.
Fight kicking off once again. Effort caught out and just gone. Dark Matter is dealing so much damage. Bwipo can now continue to chase. 4K, 3K, getting lower. Teddy over the wall. I don't think he can steal this one away. It's going to drop. Broxah gets the smite. Fnatic get the Baron, but Teddy, he's now been caught out by the GP ult, and Fnatic are
Look
on
at
the
him
hunt.
waddle.
The kick. He could look for the disengage. Teddy, of course, with the cleanse up. He has the flash as well. Just going to flash out to safety. Hylissang will not find the engage.
They're not done yet.
Youmuu's coming through for Bwipo. He wants to chase, gets the extra movement speed. Teddy gonna dash away there, uses the ultimate. Broxah coming in. He's gonna throw the cats. He's gonna knock her back to the wall. Fnatic want to keep it going. Cade gets in the baby cage and gets knocked out of the game. Effort has to go back in. It's a massive fight. The Alistar, a miserable game for Effort as he's been caught time after time. You thought it was dead when you saw the names SKT and RNG, but Fnatic are keeping their dreams alive. They're keeping the hopes of Europe going as they push into the base of SKT. This will be 2 inhibitors down. 1 to follow. SKT, they still have scaling. They can hold on, but this is Fnatic's game to lose.
2 minutes left on the Baron buff.
It's hard for her to close the gap, but the entire engage of SKT is just hard to execute because of the amount of disengage until he goes in.
Hylissang running forward. The ulti goes down, but he still manages to find it. Bwipo now on the chase. Wants to hit the barrel. It still connects on Teddy. He's not fast enough. Rekkles finds the pick in the end.
You laughed at him.
Inhibitor for Fnatic. And Vedius, you talked about it. The Veigar, so big brain. So many short range.
They can still force a tiebreaker with SKT.
Yes.
Like this day, they could still get first in the group.
Bwipo overstays his welcome and is shut down. A good pick for SKT. Maybe it'll let them hang on to the base, but 3 inhibitors. They will not get over aggressive for kills. They see the end in sight, and they will not falter here.
Yep, Fnatic don't need to take any gambles because they have the pressure with all of these super minions walking in. The Baron will spawn in a minute. They're not going to overstay. Here comes Clay.
The kick through the Veigar, but still the cage comes out. He stops the engage. Khan has to find a way in. Rekkles throwing the feathers through. He wants to pull them back. Khan, this is his hero moment. Can he turn it? The double kill dropping for Bwipo. Khan wants to turn the fight, but he doesn't have enough. The shutdown onto Veigar. Will it buy enough time?
Rekkles has teleport. He can teleport right back. This is Fnatic.
Only Faker is left alive to look as his team crumbles, and Fnatic will look to make the European Week 2 dream a reality.
After a miserable Week 1, here it is, folks. LEC fans, the dream is alive.
Fnatic have somehow made the upset happen. Everyone counted them out. We, after last game, were all saying that it was over.
I'm not Kobe. I did, but I was
wrong.
Analyze, predict, and vote to gain points. Compete with other esports fans and climb the leaderboards. Strafe, everything esports.
RNG, not an IE marksman to give that molten edge to, but still, the Orin has been recently a big calling card of the tournament, a favorite of the previous top lane of RNG, and let me fine, but these brawls should always be advantage RNG at this point.
Take a look at the CS differences already. Uzi 29 to 17 in that lane. It's been shoving and pushing, and every time we look, there's damage being applied. Langxing, though, the recipient of the first gank, and despite the struggles of Lyra early, a flawless first blood.
What we are seeing RNG do as a team, though, is convert lane pressure and the fact that Lyra had to pick up the minion wave in mid when Demont misleading, because 600 of it is between the supports, and that's just because Vulcan hasn't been able to walk up and poke. Speaking of Vulcan.
Oh, the quickness comes in. There's Cody-san dashing in. Uzi's the target. He's taken out. Traded 1 for 1, but the kill credit secured by the bot laner of Clutch. While that's going on, Huni finds a stun onto Langxing. That's a supreme display of talent against the wall. Lyra joins the fray and sinks down the prey.
Big kills coming through on both sides of the rift. Ming picking up the kill credit for both the kills so far on bot side. But CG do use that duo power, and they're not done.
No, they're not. Hail of Blades is doing so much work. The Void Rush comes in. Huni manages to help secure the kill. Lyra gets the unburrow, and Xiaohu.
Side river, so will be an uncontested second. Cloud Drake here for some rotational play for RNG. The next shop is where things really kick in.
Same right now about Xiaohu, because he's pushing into the Kayle, who is just a brick wall, hoovering up all of that additional CS. And now, it's a bad move.
It absolutely is. I mean, this just exceptionally well played. Lyra and Huni have had Langxing.
And Ezreal with Black Shield, it's going to be a bad time. And Akali can also force out a suboptimal Kayle ultimate. and you don't get the same initiation and pick second to RNG's.
Absolutely not the case, and we get to evaluate both teams' mid games as we move forward. Now, Huni's going to step forward. He's already got a lot of damage going golden there. That's a lot of trouble for RNG. But the first victim is going to be Vulcan. Carson manages to escape somehow. Cody-san uses the ultimate to dive towards the back line. But here comes Langxing. Xiaohu dives forward as well. And Damonte's ultimate will buy just enough time for Cody-san to flash. But the true shot barrage sends him packing.
And we see what happens when you fight in the same lane, and that is not the KO ult you're looking for. You want it on the aggression, not on the defense. I feel like, oh,
Speaking of aggression,
Sun is in some trouble. Gets pulled backwards thanks to the Umbral Chains. Karsa and Langxing pick up a kill. One thing to note, double teleports used. You've got Huni and Damonte with marginal leads over their respective counterparts. If by some miracle the Kayle Kiana can catch Ezreal, it'll go well. And this is a good example of what you can do to Karsa when he doesn't have a stopwatch to read. Lyra will get the defensive ultimate from Kayle. He escapes with his life for now. Flashes to safety. True Shot Barrage will not find a snipe. Drake will be secured here. Ocean, simply no pressure from Clutch. If you look at the minimap, their priority is in the top lane. They're trying to regain some...
even could spawn this game if it was taken basically instantly. Langxing finds two people.
Langxing may live to regret that decision. World Ender comes up, and he's going to get run down. Puts a lot of damage, though. Vulcan's in trouble. Forced to flash with his life. The fight's not over yet. Supreme Display of Talent's already been used. Huni's going to get dashed on. He gets slapped with a couple of shurikens. He escapes with his life.
Excellence as Huni shows us on his role swap top lane Kiana. Cody-san walks down. Now he's actually going all in.
Okay, now remember, there's no ultimate for Xiaohu. Cody-san's just going to run him down with the Manamune, and the Rage Blade ends up flashing forward. Gets the Hourglass proc as well. Takes a big chunk of damage, but that's a solo kill to Cody-san. This is just going to be easily secured. Every objective in the Dragon and Baron pit, RNG will be able to secure. The W will kill.
Any movements that pantomime that you know about the Baron being started. It wasn't his mid lane.
That's another engage. Karsa's in trouble, and so far it's actually Huni that's blown up. Karsa escapes with his life. Vulcan's running away. Uzi is looking to finish it off. He's got the second of the fight so far. Karsa and Uzi are chasing. Damonte starting to step back. Cody-san gets tagged by a Mystic Shot. He's blown up. It's a double kill for Uzi. Now Lyra's running for his life. This, by the way, while Langxing is pushing in the top lane, Lyra goes down, and RNG are looking at the base.
and in a genuine
Trying to make something out of nothing. He saw the enemy team regrouping after Baron and said, hey, we trade evenly, we get Baron buffs off, and it's worth it. He often makes those calls himself, and on the Kiana, he has the tool set to do so, but his teammates have to pay the price as well, as it's open season on the members of Clutch. Speaking of, they're fighting again.
And we jump back into the action. Karsa's already dead. This time, remember, look at the damage! Langxing and Xiaohu obliterate the North Americans. That's a triple kill already, and Langxing is tower diving. He picks up the ace, and that will be the game for RNG.
He just dunks him. Everyone trapped in that Cataclysm already. The summoner spells had been burnt, and RNG take over.
Uzi's Ezreal hidden passive, also so much damage out of the True Shot Barrage. The dive trio gets it done, and RNG take down Clutch in the fourth game of the day.
The game ended in such a different tone to the 25 minutes that preceded. RNG will eliminate Clutch to make them go 0-5. They're not done just yet. A couple extra kills before the Nexus falls, and Huni will be blown up. RNG set their sights on Fnatic.
And a little bit more of a methodical game out of RNG. Honestly, caught out in side lanes multiple times, but you could see they understood the strength of the composition. Once Uzi was ready to go, once they picked up that Baron buff, they sure ended very fast.
RNG games very often follow a formula, and it felt like that formula didn't apply to the early game that was very focused on Lyra and Huni. Leonard can never walk up. No draft here. This would be probably Ezreal mid lane. The Heimerdinger is locked in.
Now, of course, I do like the Heimer. Solid end to his group stage.
And because there's no Ignite in that lane after it was burnt very early, the damage is very predictable. So Vulcan would know with his W would be able to survive that. Damonte under fire.
Hook shot into Cocoon, and Clid makes that look easy.
Downtown there in the mid lane. Damonte can set up similar ganks, but one CC hits. Talked about the power of that mid lane Camille. Used to be paired with...
Tiamat is going to be enough for Faker to be able to start pushing out this lane and match Damonte's roams.
Well, he's got enough damage for now. Take a look at that one combo into the sweep shots, and that's a lot of damage onto Damonte. Clid looking for yet another gank. Flash and Arcane Shift is used. again, it's clinical, it's clean, it's flawless.
Range matchup, Faker has had the majority of lane control here, and in these moments, even when the level 6 comes through from Skarner, it's like, where does the action happen? It kind of has to be bot side from a Clutch perspective. Is it get a kill?
And the layering of CC.
Really nicely done. Spawn loses his mind on the desk as Vulcan gets caught out and sunk down by Clid once again.
Still a 1-for-1 trade, and I just love to see.
To buy some time. Look at Effort sitting behind the Dragon Pit. He's going to take the blast go. Now Clutch will pick up the Infernal. Dredgeline catches onto Clid, but it's at Vulcan's cost. His life is down. Support for support. Hextech ultimatum thrown up by Faker as he's locked up Demonte. Some damage thrown down as Khan and Faker running through Clutch Gaming. Demonte is finished off and Clid decides not to chase further.
SKT's focus
Where you take a kill deficit for an Infernal Dragon, you're already 3,000 gold behind. You can't get that much worse. The Infernal's going to give you some much preference. They're just like purely mathematically correct or incorrect at certain junctions.
Starting off Baron, looking at the minimap. No responses just yet. Baron's down to 50%. Teleport's finally coming in. As Faker's going to be joining the fray, so is Khan. Ultimate from Nautilus goes out. Clutch Gaming have got the Baron, but can they get out alive? 1, 2, 3. North Americans are down. SKT only lose 1, and Huni is running for his life.
4 kills already. Huni will be able to escape. They actually
Goal
do.
gap is marginally higher. Clutch, they are making a bold call into Baron.
Here we go, they're going to do it again.
Oh man, here come SKT. Faker's gonna be able to hook shot over the wall, looking for the Hextech ultimatum. The Mega Turret is down. Huni has already killed Faker, but it is one cost because Clid has secured the Baron. Cody Sun goes golden, and this fight is scattered across multiple fronts. SK Telecom get the Baron, and they get the kill.
And you can see SKT not going to fall for that trick. They will continue to chase Huni as well. They want to take down their former top laner.
He's going to try the TP here. I think Clid will get him.
Yeah, definitely the case. Cocoon into that venomous bite, and I give Clutch all the
Chance for Clid to gap close.
And Tails will be told of Clutch. What did we get, Faker? What did it cost?
Demonte finally makes his way up. And Clutch, this defense gets so much more difficult now that there's Baron-powered minions.
And the world is just getting smaller and smaller, although Faker again.
All right, let's find out. Get over here. As Spawn said, what did we get, Faker? What did it cost? Everything. Faker still not yet dead, as he will take out Cody Sun. There's the engage from Vulcan, and he goes down to Teddy. Inhibitors are being pressed, middle and bot. Top tower will be next. Baron Empowered Siege is onto the Nexus, and Clutch Gaming will be eliminated. The first North American team to go winless in groups, but more importantly, SK Telecom guarantee the first seed coming out of groups.
And whilst a lot of fun, never really in doubt for the juggernauts from South Korea, SK Telecom will come out of this group in first place. And I think despite one hiccup, have very much shown that they are a team that is here to win the whole damn thing.
Still, they close out not in ideal fashion. A loss into, yes, a game that seemed always assured to be their victory, but obviously wasn't on their terms as much as they anticipated.
Gauntlet thrown to RNG.
And the response being the Lulu. Now, one thing I will say, Hylissang given...
Whippo wants his top lane. This is the second time in a row he's got Gangplank. However, maybe selling the fake here, as Broxah now turns his attention to bottom lane.
Okay, level 2's on the side. Hylissang won't find the stun. Ignite's thrown down to Ming. That's a gigantic minion wave to be fighting into. First blood to Fnatic. They turn their attention to Uzi, but again, gigantic minion.
And there is a big creep wave there, so this would be tough to execute if you are Fnatic. You can see Hook misses, so no gank gonna happen.
And the vision toggle exceptional by the observers. Caster's now going to step forward, places a ward down and spots out that fat man. Broxah gets the body block, and there's the dash forward, looking for the stun. So much damage onto Ming. Hylissang picks up the kill, but it's at the cost of his life. So far, trade 1 for 1. Here comes Nemesis, throws out the Miasma, trying to put the Twin Fangs onto Xiaohu. He's burning, and he's down. Now Caster's the target. He's trying to show him back. The Sonic Wave misses. Fnatic get another, and Uzi is flashing for his life.
Lives and Fnatic clean off.
And that means they trade up even more. Remember, since the last time we saw this matchup, as Hylissang's already mid, we're continuing.
He's hunting, needs to get the CC. The interrupt lands, and Xiaohu goes down. Berlin is on fire, and so is...
Set up a tent bot lane. We're going to play through top lane in the same fashion. You can go top and kick GP away from his turret and get advantages, but it's all bot lane.
It is indeed. Uzi's going to be in so much trouble. One more auto. And it's a trade. Uzi and Reckless pick up the respective kills. But
Often than not.
now, if you look at the minimap, Bwipo is under threat. 3 members of RNG in that top quadrant, but Casa, very late to the party, he instead is trying to set some vision up in the northern side of the river. And as it stands now, Nemesis backs away. Uncontested 0-0-0, farming up a storm. Maybe we won't get a chance actually as Hylissang gets chunked out. True Shot Barrage will be available very, very soon. Baron's going low. Doesn't even go in the pit. Fnatic have snuck the for the first time ever. Europe is on the verge of having all 3 representatives
To decide it all.
with an all-time win-loss of 1-9. Fnatic were the underdogs, but look at the minimap. They are pushing 1-3-1. Casa gets tagged down by the daggers. Casa runs for his life, and Bwipo with the cannon barrage gets the kill. Let the feathers fly. Reckless as Fnatic and the rest of the crew are pushing into the base. Langxing has gone mega gnar.
Benefits from this dragon.
2 mountains, 2 infernals, nearly 10.
Crucial call out to track. Baron is started.
It's going to explode as well.
Casa gets caught out by Hylissang. He throws down the Dragon's Rage. Baron has been melted. And all of a sudden, flash, skewer. Uzi gets over the wall thanks to the arcane shift. Broxah has got
It's
it.
impossible for anyone to catch. He's nearly knocked down that inhibitor, and they're going to look to just break open the base and reset.
1 inhibitor, 2 inhibitors. 12,000 gold is the lead. The Nexus turret is about to fall. Listen to that crowd as Fnatic re-engage in the bottom lane. Hilly's been zoned away.
But he's drawing both the Gnar and the Rise, the frontliners from the comp of RNG, every time he walks up. We've seen this play on the domestic stage, working on the international one.
Cannon Barrage comes down, Casa throws out the Dragon's Rage kick, but it does nothing. Realm Warp comes in, that's an interrupt on Langxing. He's dead, Casa's dead, RNG are done. They will not advance to the quarterfinals for the first time ever. All 3 European teams make it to the knockout stage. Fnatic eliminate RNG.
And Reckless finally overcomes his demons, takes down Uzi, and takes his team to the quarterfinals.
The LEC era begun this year, and all 3 LEC teams exit groups, all with different claims to fame and stories to tell. Big, big result for Europe on home soil.
As one of the LSC casters to
Build, and to successfully do so is so amazing.
Emotions hitting 2 of the greatest 80 carries of all time. Uzi stepping away in the group stage for the first time. Reckless overcome with emotion. They would have heard the community feedback on their losses early in this tournament, and to reset and prosper in the way they did today shows the heart of true